Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today I'll be demonstrating how to create some fun Father's Day themed cakesicles. To begin, you'll need to make your cake pop batter. This is just a mud cake that I'm crumbling into a bowl and then adding in buttercream. You could also add in some ganache instead if you like and make it like a nice chocolatey flavor. Totally up to you. You want to add just enough that when you start to mix the whole thing together, it sticks together into a ball when you press it and it doesn't fall apart. So that's the kind of consistency you look. We'll be using white compound chocolate for the outside of our cakesicle, a cake pop mold of some kind. I've got a geometric cakesicle from My Dream Cake, and popsicle sticks. These are acrylic filled with glitter. We've also got an oil glazed color by Color Mill called Midnight. And you can find all of these materials that we'll be using in this tutorial at the My Dream Cake website linked in our bio. I'm going to divide some of that melted chocolate into two other bowls. One, I'm going to keep it pale and white, the other one a light blue, and the third main bowl with most of the chocolate is going to be tinted a dark blue, navy blue style color. I was pretty happy with how the Color Mill colored these ones. The oil-based colors are great for chocolate work. I ended up adding a whole lot more in a different batch just to see how far I could take it, and it didn't seize at all, which is pretty cool. I've just created some little lines into the mold with the white and the light blue chocolate. Over the top, I am pouring in about a teaspoon and a half of the main darker color. You want to use the back of a teaspoon to help push that chocolate up the sides, and then a spatula just to clean up the edges. I recommend adding in your little cake pop stick after each of the cavities have been filled. So for example, I should have probably added one in the left one at this point before I continued on. Basically, you want that chocolate to still be nice and fluid so that when you pop it in, it doesn't crack your chocolate. Otherwise, if your chocolate sets and you try to pierce something through it, it's not going to be pretty. So here I went in from the other side just to create a bit of a hole and then fed the cake pop stick through the hole. Add a little extra chocolate over the top just to make sure that you filled in any cracks if any cracks did appear. And I've only added it in about 2 or so centimeters into the cake pop. You could add it in a little deeper if you like, totally up to you, but this did work and I didn't have any trouble. Let your chocolate set completely. You can pop it into the fridge if you like for 20 minutes and then fill it in with our cake pop batter. You want to make sure that the top of the batter is below the edge of your cake skull mold. That way you have room to add chocolate over the top and it can seal by touching the chocolate that's on the edge of the mold. My camera kind of stopped recording at that point, but this is basically what I did. I just added chocolate on top and used my spatula to move it around. Clean up the edges as best as you can. Into the freezer she goes for at least 1 hour. This is very crucial because you do not want them to break on their way out. The colder they are, the harder they are, the easier they'll be to remove from the mold. I peeled that silicone mold back and then I pushed the cake pop out from the stick rather than pulling it out from the cake pop. So another very important tip to make sure that you don't break them. And there you have them, nice and easy. For the decoration, I've got some baking paper. I'm creating an itsy bitsy tiny little accordion fold here with a baking paper strip that was about 20 centimeters long by maybe 6 centimeters tall. I cut it in half, so it was about 10 centimeters wide, and then half again, so it was about 5 centimeters wide. You'll want to add just a tiny little dollop of chocolate right in the middle. It's going to spread, so you do not need much at all. You can pinch one of the sides of the accordion fold, hold it steady with the peg, give it a good little tap to settle your chocolate, pop it into the freezer to set, and then after a good 20 minutes, you can just remove it from the accordion fold and you have this beautiful pattern in your chocolate that you can just attach to your cakesicles. I applied it with a little bit of chocolate on the back, and then there was lots of condensation on my little cake pop, so my sprinkles stuck really well. However, you could take a blowtorch and just very, very lightly torch the top just until the chocolate is slightly tacky, and then add on your sprinkles. And that's it, super duper easy. This is how you make really fun Father's Day themed Cakesicles. A huge thank you to My Dream Cake for sponsoring this video. You can find all of the materials used in this tutorial at the My Dream Cake website listed in our description box and linked in our bio. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.